I hear you guys talking about Victory Monday. Only one way to get that. Let's see some hustle out there. We got a big game on Sunday.
All right, you've got one shot left. We're going for gold.
Hey, man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. You're taking the first steps towards success in this league. But don't fall back and get lazy. There's more steps ahead, so you got to keep it up.
All right, here we go. 319! 319!
Hey, man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. You taking the first steps towards success in this league. But don't fall back and get lazy. There's more steps ahead, so you gotta keep it up.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Ravens going up against the Saints. With that, we'll send you out to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, where we'll check in with the two men calling the action, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the New Orleans Saints. Hello again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And, partner, I think we can safely sum up the goal this final week of the preseason with 3 simple words. Don't get hurt.
And make sure you follow that mantra, okay? We cannot have you hurt going into the season, but you're exactly right. Starters will play very little, if at all, in this game. A lot of guys fighting to make the roster because after this game's over, we get down to the 53-man number, and guys will be fighting like mad to be included in it.
This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in April's draft out of Memphis University. It's Paxton Lynch.
Went through some injury issues in high school and played in a heavy run offense. He was overlooked by a lot of the colleges, but found a home in West Tennessee and made up for lost time in throwing the football. A big, powerful kid. He can really fling it.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Lynch looking to throw on second. Caught on the right side by Adams. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, I thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back. But now, I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, second-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 8 yards to go here on second down. On second down, Lynch. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to have a third down. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. The Saints with an extra defensive back here on third on the field.
Could they blitz?
And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now fourth down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
This will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Play action. Now it's Bortles. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And that'll make it third down. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Throwing his Bortles on third down. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
Certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed, yeah, you're right. The sync just wasn't there.
He'll return it from the 6. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they...
Now let's see if air or to the ground. On second down, it's Bell. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Now it's Lynch. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the 1st quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Now how about that call handed to the big guy in that situation? Normally you think of him as a real short yardage runner, but in this case they trust him to get a few more yards than that. I remember an old New York Giants quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, telling me he loves offensive.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it, but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it, just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part they finished off the play for him.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here, they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game. We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Now a look at the backup Daniel. It's caught right side by Daniels. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. Third down now following the completed pass.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Sproles. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Again, they'll run it. Again, it's Sproles. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. They did it.
Football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see you. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. They'll run it here. This is Rodgers. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Here's Thomas. And that is incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
On 4th down, here's the veteran Mike Cyphers to punt this away. And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Following the fumble recovery, Daniel, and he will find his man on the outside. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it second down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Throwing on second down, Daniel. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Daniel on third down. And he finds Daniels. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Owen Daniels, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints add on to their lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Still first down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Jaquiz Rodgers there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now, and he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Darren Sproles with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about the late in the half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Offense in a good spot. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. So we are halfway through here. And pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. 3 yards remaining here on 2nd down.
In every game, teams are looking for that momentum shift, and that run there, the offense feels like, hey, maybe we can get something going, but defensively, they've slowed them down the entire game. They don't want to turn into more. They're going to try and figure out a way to take it back on this next play.
Bryce Butler, the intended receiver, and it'll be 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
No, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter.
Let's go! Green 39! Green!
A first down throw for Daniel. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Here's Donnie Jones now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Here's Thomas. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. I actually remember one game where I hopped over a defensive lineman to make a tackle downfield and realized he was 10 yards downfield. That's not good. That's being driven off the line of scrimmage, and you can't have that if you're going to win a game on defense.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And it's intercepted. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
And he's got it up and through. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this.
So the last, that didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie? That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 50. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Jaquiz Rodgers, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns, running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up down.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Let's hope it's not anything that'll keep him out of the opener. We'll be right back. Take it at the 37. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. And the Ravens taking the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset because they...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across it.
And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, giving them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Hurry up, here we go. 3, 9, 10.
Here's Sproles. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
All right, here we go.
Throwing on 3rd down. Daniel throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because
Sproles lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
He's got his man on the crossing route. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Now back to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Here's Mike Cyphers now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And look at this, another fake. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dome look. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.